Hey, what's going on, guys? This is my new video. Today I'm going to react to a new video. I think it's Vine compilation, and yeah, it's by this cool new YouTuber, CDUTV, with a lot of subs. So many subs, in fact, that you can't even see them. Okay, but seriously, guys, this video is an abomination, even if it might not seem like that at first glance. It's an interview with our current Chancellor Angela Merkel, but what would you guess? Who is the interviewer? Is it some kind of investigative journalist confronting her with spicy questions and asking her all the nasty stuff? Well, not really. She's actually from the same party as Merkel, the Christian Democrats. And her questions are accordingly dull. Basically because she's trying to kiss Merkel's ass most of the time. It's in German, but I'm gonna put some subtitles in there so we can all enjoy it together. After all, the people from outside of Germany don't really know a lot about Merkel besides her being the tough woman from Germany. Well, maybe that's gonna change now.
Das heißt, es steht vor allen Dingen das Thema Wirtschaft und Arbeit im Vordergrund, denn für möglichst viele Menschen Arbeitsplätze zu schaffen und zu haben und auch zu garantieren, gute Arbeit zu garantieren, das ist der Kern.
So this is one of the most annoying arguments a politician can make, in my opinion. Jobs, they're taking our jobs.
They took our job! They took our job! They took your job!
It's like, hey Mrs. Merkel, could you please ban the export of firearms into crisis regions? Thanks, dog. Well, I don't think I can do that, sorry. It's like, we have like 10,000 jobs here because of that, and even if our guns kill millions of people over there, I mean guns don't kill people, right? And jobs!
They took our job!
Okay, well, could you maybe raise the corporate tax a little bit, you know? It's actually proven that it doesn't hurt the economy. No jobs! Okay, but could you at least turn off the nuclear power plants? Those are highly dangerous and produce a lot of toxic waste. No jobs! Okay, let's do that. Well, not all of them, but some. Jobs! It's not the most important thing ever, okay? If you provide good education and you have a good economy, the jobs are going to be there naturally. There are other things that are much more important. How about fully going green and reduce the use of fossil fuels? How about a little more economic justice and we tax the rich like we used to, you know? But I know what the average viewer is thinking while watching this. He's sitting there, around 40, just got separated from his wife, drinking his Oettinger. That's the equivalent to a Bud Light over here. Going like, well, I don't want to lose my job, and she's saying something about going green and stuff, so it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna vote for her again. Now come over here, Christine, and my I'm in my midlife crisis. So you might not have noticed yet, but the production quality on this is actually not that on point. Well, not as much as you would expect from the team of the leader of one of the most powerful countries on earth. I mean, come on, they could install several unnecessarily giant screens to show probably the prognosis of their next vote tally. But they couldn't even bother to clean up the floor or provide a stand for Merkel's glass of water. And is it just me, or is she a little overexposed? I mean, that's totally the party I want to vote for. Seriously, they really show how they arrived in the digital age.
Wie steht es denn die Digitalisierung bei uns in Deutschland?
Ja, es steht so, dass wir noch viel zu tun haben.
Well, yes. We have a lot to do. How about Germany's internet speed, for instance? Germany's average internet speed is currently ranking on 25th position. Even Romania, Lithuania, and Hungary are ranking higher than that. I mean, let's be serious. You don't even know the name of the capital of either one of those countries, do you? I mean, duh. But Merkel doesn't even bother to mention that. Unfortunately, A dumb interview is not where the general stupidity of this election stops. While the candidates hold massive rallies over in the US, German politicians like to take it a little slower. The election campaigns of the parties basically just started 2 months ahead of the election, and even though Germany is much smaller than the US, the politicians don't really travel around that much and try to kiss the asses of people they would normally have escorted out of their mansion like Trump did. Instead, the parties like to install those giant election posters that you can read while you drive to work. And I can tell you, these posters are some Just take this one for example. You can see the top candidate of the Liberal Party. It's in black and white. I guess they thought, hey, we're progressive and we promote creative freedom, and there's nothing more vibrant, innovative and visually appealing than a man in black and white staring at something that's happening down here. I mean, maybe it's his secretary's his dick because he's so liberal that he's totally okay with polygamy, or he's just staring at his smartphone because his tweets are so important that he can't keep his eyes off of them even when they shoot, such a poster. I don't know. Either way, the caption reads, "Impatience is a virtue as well." And I'm really struggling to understand the concept behind this because he doesn't look that impatient here. Although again, we don't see his waist area. We don't see what's actually happening down there. Maybe he's pushing his dick deep into his secretary's mouth, so he doesn't need 2 minutes, but instead finishes in just 1 minute, and that's the impatience that's going on here. The arms kind of look like that's what's happening. And also, what kind of virtue is impatience? Surely the best men in history were the impatient ones. Like, many experts claim that Hitler would probably have won the war if it hadn't been for his impatience, to conquer the whole world. And that would really be a time to live in, with the Nazis ruling. That would really be fascinating, just fascinating,
Yeah.
And well, now you're maybe going like, but hey, Ritzy, that's just some small party nobody's voting for anyway. Why do you even bother? Well, I can tell you why. The reason is that this small party is the preferred coalition partner of the Christian Democrats, Merkel's party, who are probably going to win this election. Here in Germany, the winning party always has to form a coalition with another party because they never get enough votes to acquire an outright majority. So yeah, this could be part of our government really soon. Really great. Speaking of there's a new party emerging from the depths of democracy. It's the Alternative for Germany. We as Germans have a long history of avoiding too much patriotism and national pride, and we are very quick to defend freedom and tolerance and merits like that. This trend started in the late 40s, but now we have an alt-right party who's finally going to change that again, who's going to mix that up. Although they are very focused on not mixing up other things, for example, the German race. They share this opinion on their election posters as well, as this one says, "You Germans? We make them ourselves." And then on the bottom it says, "Have courage, Germany." I think that's nice because if you think about it, they basically urge you to get involved in reproductive events, to smash without a condom. But it seems that for the ancestors of these people, the smashing only took place within a very limited number of people, because otherwise I can't really explain this next poster. It shows again something with a subtle sexual undertone. This time it's women's asses in bikinis. I can really see how Alexander Gowland sat there and came to the conclusion that asses are the universal code, you know, that reaches all the people, regardless of their gender, sex, and whatever. He probably took those photos himself. However, it says, burqas, we go for bikinis. And while I understand that burqas are kind of a controversial subject, they kind of up to show the opposite, because this pattern here looks kind of un-German. But I think that our dear Alex just looked over this because he was so focused on the asses on the poster. Well, this pattern of false claims reaches its peak in the next poster. Burqa, I prefer Burgundy wine. I mean, I can't even. Burgundy wine is not a German thing, okay? Burgundy is a region in central France. It has nothing to do with Germany. Nothing. And I know that Alex has found some pleasure in photographing girls all the time, but hey, this is not how they walk around here in Germany most of the time, okay? You rarely ever see them walking around like that, basically only on special occasions. The sad thing about this outstandingly moronic party, however, is that they are probably going to get around 7 or 8% of the votes, which doesn't seem like much at first, but it actually corresponds to around 3 million people voting for this crap. But honestly, the other parties aren't really any better. We have stoic Merkel, angry but somehow pathetic Schulz, horny Alex, wannabe photo model Christian, token Turk Özdemir, and lefty Sarah. But hey, we all know that another term with Merkel is basically inevitable. However, the sad thing is that it wouldn't be that inevitable if we all just would agree that it is in fact a choice you make to vote for a certain party and not just a natural phenomenon occurring every 4 years. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and also smash that subscribe button without a condom.
Dankeschön.
And you can tell me in the comments whether you like this kind of video. See you next time.